Welcome to Double TV with the brand new Sony Smartband, which is also called the SWR10. Now this little smartband is like any other smartband. It tracks your sleep, it tracks your steps during the day, and also it's waterproof, so you can go even swimming with it since it has IP58, which means 1.5 hours for 1.5 meters deep you can go with the smartband for about 30 minutes. So it's the exact same thing as with your Sony Z1 Compact, Z2 or just Z1, and I think even the Z has IP58. So why would you want to wear this while you swim? Since there's a live log app actually on the smartphone, you can not only track your steps and sleep and maybe also calories from your steps, but also if you do anything with your smartphone, like for example watch a movie or listen to music, it can also track that, and then you can watch back how what tracks you were listening to, for example, while you were running. So you can do little bookmarks on the device, and it has actually a touch enabled top, and then you can really check later in the live log at what you were doing. So on the box itself, you can see on the side it tells us everything what's inside. Then also on the back again here the live log app, which will I show you on the Sony smartphone in a second. A few pics are there, and then here also on the front it says it works with all Android 4.4 devices. So not only Sony, but also for example the Moto G, Moto E all have Bluetooth 4.0, and Samsung devices, LG devices, anything with Android 4.4 installed and Bluetooth 4.0 at least, which is also called low energy. So the battery life on the smartband is actually quite good. I have been wearing it for 4 to 5 days before it died on me, but I didn't charge it before I used it, so that's, I think, totally alright. So the first thing you will see when you unbox it, of course, you have here a little rubber band, which is quite nice, as you will see in a second. Then we have the core. That's how the inner part is called. Then we have a second, actually, a band here for a little bit smaller wrists. It doesn't have a clip on here, since you can take it out of the big one and then put it into the smaller one. And also micro USB cable to charge the core. Now this is quite nice that you don't need any extra adapters, like for example with the Jawbone Up or the Fitbit Flex Force, or any Fitbit actually, or TomTom, or actually I think almost all the companies really need some kind of adapter, even the Samsung Gears, the Gear Fit, to charge them. But with the smartwatch, Sony showed already last year that they can do waterproof devices without having to need extra adapters. Then the last thing that you will find in the box is actually some reading information, important legal information, and here a little manual, how you should put it on, how it looks like, and how you can connect with your smartphone, which is actually quite easy since it's NFC enabled. So you just hold it to your smartphone and then you can connect it, which I already did before. Wasn't that easy as I thought. It was quite a hassle to do it right. Not because it didn't see the NFC, but because the Sony told me all the time it has a read error. But actually what happened is that the device was empty and it didn't have the apps installed, which you will actually be prompted once you hold the NFC here. It will tell you to download 2 apps or 3. That's the Smart, let me check, I don't remember. Smart Connect, Live Log, and the Smartband drivers, you could say, Smartband application. But let's just see first how it looks like or how it works. So here in the Smartband, which is really quite nice little thingy, and is available of course in lots and lots of different colors for you to buy, as you can see here. It's quite handy. And what else can I read here? The core only weighs 6 grams. With the band it weighs 20, and this is only 6, so it's really quite light. You won't even feel it on your hand. It has 256 kilobytes of internal memory, very important, because you can't even load a regular picture on there, and 16 kilobytes of RAM. Okay, I didn't know that we need any RAM. 35 milliamp battery life, 5 days, and it has 3 LEDs. I haven't even shown you guys that. So when you press the button here, there's also one button, so you can turn it on and off or put it in connectivity mode if you don't have, for example, NFC in your smartphone. But if you hit it only once, you can switch between day and night mode, or if you tap it twice, for example, you can go into the activity mode where you can, for example, touch the surface on top, and then you can control your camera, for example, control your music, for example, your music player, you can go to the next song, last song, and things like that. So as you can see, it's really quite easy to put in. Then you have it already on. It's really nice and stylish and small compared to, for example, the Smartwatch 2 here in terms of size. And then to connect it first, you really just have to hit NFC here. Let me unlock it, and then once you open up Live Log, you will see, let me go to today, somehow here, weather forecast. So here in your Live Log app, you will see when you browse through the day, you can see the hours on top and days here on the bottom, how many calories you were burning. You close it up here on the bottom. You can quite nicely see how much walking you did, when you went to sleep, the guide will lay down, or you can also track when you will listen to music, which tracks, as I said. So the Live Log app is really quite nice. It's kind of like NSA would be spying on you, but of course the Live Log is only local. It won't send it in the internet as far as I know. So this was a really short unboxing. There will be a few comparisons, for example, here with the Fitbit Flex, Jawbone Up, and I have a few other smartbands, so check that out. But the Sony is one of the cheapest ones that is actually really waterproof, not only dust and a little bit splash proof. This is actually one of the bands that you can really wear all day, all night, till it runs out of battery. So thank you very much for tuning in. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Barrage, and this was Level TV with the Sony Smartband SWR10.